Hey guys, what's up? It's Sarah. I've got a bit of a more personal writing video for you today. Today I wanted to talk about my young adult urban fantasy novel, We Own the Sky. So basically the elevator pitch for this novel is that a teenage musician falls in love with her muse, who is a spiritual being that inspires art, even though no one else can see him. So I started working on this book in late 2012, which is ironic because that's when I graduated with my MFA in playwriting. I guess I was tired of writing plays. So I went through a kind of hasty revision period with this, and I started querying literary agents in like March of 2013. I think I queried agents before I was really ready to, but I didn't know as much about it back then as I do now. So I must have queried like every literary agent in America who represents young adult fiction. Like, it was ridiculous. I queried like 200 people. But hey, it worked. I had about 12 agents who requested to see my whole manuscript, and I had 3 that offered to represent me. So in July of 2013, I think it was, I signed on with literary agent Marie Brown. She is amazing. Even though my book was in kind of a rough state at that point, I think she really understood what it was and what it could be. Another good thing about querying all those literary agents is that a lot of them took the time to give me some feedback. So by the time it got to Marie, it was much, much stronger. But nonetheless, I went through another series of revisions based on her notes and feedback. And then in September of 2013, we went on submission, which is where your literary agent submits your manuscript to publishers. So since then, we've gotten a lot of strong feedback from publishers. A lot of people have liked it, but they kept saying things like, I didn't love it enough, or I'm not sure how to sell this. So it's been a little over 3 years since we first went on submission. We've kind of been on submission with different publishers over that whole time. It hasn't been like the whole time. So in the last 3 years, the book has gone through a lot of different changes. I've completely revamped the book a few times. I totally got rid of a love triangle that was in there, which I think works much better. I changed the structure up quite a few times. I cut out like the first 20 or 30 pages and started the book in a much stronger place. So once I kind of saw that it wasn't going to sell to a publisher, I thought about self-publishing. But I know how much work self-publishing is, especially marketing and promotion. And at the time, I didn't really feel like I had enough energy to do everything it would take to make my book successful. And this is the book of my heart, you guys. So above everything, I really just wanted people to read it. And I thought it would be easier to get into more people's hands if it was traditionally published. So at that point I thought, okay, I'll get another book traditionally published and then I'll revisit this book. I still have my agent. I'm still pursuing traditional publishing. I still think that's the only way to get into libraries and get into Barnes & Noble. I just turned in my second young adult novel to my agent, and we are going to go on submission with that. But the publishing world is so slow that even if it were to get picked up in May, let's say, it wouldn't be published until late 2018, maybe early 2019 even. So if I waited till that time to revisit We Own the Sky, even if everything went perfectly and right after I published that novel, they wanted to publish We Own the Sky, it still probably wouldn't get out there till 2020, 2021, something like that. And that's assuming everything goes perfectly. So long story short, after some soul searching and some wrestling with the best way to approach this, I have decided to self-publish We Own the Sky. And my official release date is September 19th, 2017. So why did I make it so far out? Well, I need time to hire an editor, hire a cover designer, and above all, I need time to do the proper promotion and marketing. So I've started a rather long list of book bloggers who review self-published young adult fiction, and I plan to send it to all of them. No, like really all of them. Then I'm going to start a list of booktubers who like young adult, urban fantasy, and are open to reviewing self-published books. So if you're watching this and you're a booktuber that falls into that category, please let me know. Also, I'm not going to be upset if you give me a bad review, because ultimately you read my book. And that's one more person that's talking about the book. So after I kind of sat with this decision for a little bit, I actually feel really good about it because I really love self-publishing. I'm also really excited to be in control of the whole process. There are no, men in suits that I have to answer to, and this story is going to be out there exactly the way I want it to be. Another cool thing is that I can make these vlogs and kind of document the whole process. I'll be able to share the whole thing with you guys, which I think could be helpful because I know some of you want to self-publish your books, or you already have self-published your books, and you just like to kind of compare notes and stuff like that. So I think it could be a good thing to talk about in videos. If you want to see more of my thoughts on self-publishing versus traditional publishing, I actually made a video about this a little while ago, so I will post a link to that in the description. So what do you think about self-publishing in general? Do you support my decision? I would love to hear from you. Let's get a discussion going in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos about writing, books, or music. And until next time, thank you for watching.